Hi everyone, my name is DoubleV, and I am giving you a playthrough of The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring today. This is a game that's based on the Lord of the Rings books instead of the Peter Jackson interpretations, so that's what makes this game quite interesting. It was released back in 2002. It was released by Surreal Software and I think published by Universal. The rights to the Lord of the Rings fiction is, as you might know, a bit complicated. But basically it's divided up into the rights of the Peter Jackson films and then the movies, and well, Silmarillion is kind of its own thing, as you might have heard recently with the Hobbit movies being released. So yeah, this is an interesting game. We'll take a look at it, and I played it before back when it was released. It's not a fantastic game by any means, but it is an interesting game, so let's take a look at it, shall we?
In the shadows of Mordor, the Dark Lord Sauron forged the One Ring to enslave all elves, dwarves, and men of Middle-earth. The free people of Middle-earth overthrew Sauron, but lost the ring. Now the enemy has returned, and from his dark tower in Mordor, he seeks his ring. We must find the ring first and destroy it. But who can bear to carry the ring? The weak would be corrupted.
Precious.
The powerful would become as great a threat as Sauron. But who can bear the ring?
Welcome back, Gandalf. Will we have fireworks, elvish lessons, tales of ancient Numenor?
Today, we must talk about a shadow of the past. The ring you inherited may be very dangerous.
Uncle Bilbo's magic ring?
Magic rings, as you call them, were made by elves. But this ring, I think, was made by another. Give me the ring.
No!
Fantastic voice acting there.
Look closely.
I see fine lines. Lines of fire. In a flowing script. What does it say?
One ring to rule them all. One ring to find them. One ring to bring them all. And in the darkness, bind them. This is the One Ring to rule them all. The ancient kings of elves, dwarves, and men used the rings of power to rule their lands. The Dark Lord Sauron created this ring to rule all the others. When he fell in battle, he lost it. A strange creature called Gollum found the ring and was corrupted by it. Bilbo won it from Gollum, and now it is yours. But the Lord of the Rings has returned, and all his thought is bent on finding the ring.
Let's destroy it!
It can only be destroyed when it was forged, in Mount Doom, the Fire Mountain in Mordor.
Take it there. Take it.
No, do not tempt me. If I bore the ring, I would become like the Dark Lord himself.
Then I must guard the ring.
And I will help you bear this burden, as long as it is yours to bear.
I'm a danger to the Shire. I must leave. I could set out on the road just like Bilbo.
My dear Frodo, hobbits really are amazing creatures. But you need not go alone, if there are any you can trust. But take care. The enemy has many spies. Well then, Samwise Gamgee, isn't it?
Don't hurt me!
What are you doing at Bag End?
Nothing, sir. Trimming the grass under the window.
Oh? The sound of shears stopped some time ago. How long have you been eavesdropping?
Eavesdropping? There ain't no eaves at Bag End.
Don't be a fool. What have you heard?
Frodo, don't let him turn me into anything unnatural.
He won't hurt you. Just answer his question.
Well, I heard a lot I didn't understand. About lords and rings and the fiery mountain. And elves, sir. I had to listen. I'd dearly love to see elves.
Keep it a secret, Sam. Or I hope Gandalf turns you into a spotted toad.
I've thought of something better. He will go away with you, Frodo.
Me, sir? Go and see elves and all? Hooray!
But where should we go?
Towards danger, but not too rashly, nor too straight. And you mustn't vanish. Take time to settle your affairs before you leave.
I could leave in autumn, on my birthday.
Very well, but no later. Make for Rivendell in the east, and seek the counsel of Elrond Half-Elven.
East. I'll tell everyone I'm buying a house in Crickhollow near my relatives in Buckland. I'll have to sell Bag End. The Sackville Bagginses have been trying to take over this place for years. A shame to let them have it.
Indeed. And now I must go. I have much to attend to.
As do I.
See that Samwise Gamgee does not talk, or I will turn him into a spotted toad.
You can trust Sam.
Oh, yes. Not a word from Sam Gamgee, and that's for certain.
Once you leave, travel as Mr. Underhill. The name of Baggins is not safe outside the Shire. And do not use the ring, for it can corrupt the most innocent heart.
I understand. Farewell, Gandalf.
Elves! I'm going to see elves!
Farewell, Frodo. I'll return by your birthday.
But Gandalf did not come back, and as the nights grew longer, I decided I might have to leave without him. On the morning of my birthday, September 22nd, I set out for one final stroll around the Shire. I had to say farewell to my neighbors and sell my home to Lobelia Sackville Baggins.
Alright, so now we're done with the cutscenes in the game, so we actually get to play it. So we're here at Bag End. Let's just have a quick tour here. We need to pick up some stuff anyway. This is Bilbo's kitchen right here. Quite nice detail here, I think, including a wine shelf of sorts. And a dining table presumably here, where the dwarves and everything enjoyed supper on Bilbo's expense back in the day. Let's see, okay, so there's the Bag End deed. Oh yeah, we don't have much of an inventory, but yeah. I think it's now time to find the oh yeah, the key, here we go. So that pretty much sets us, we can now head over to, I mean the story here is that, because this is a bit different from how it was in the films, Gandalf hasn't returned mysteriously, and Frodo has decided to start his journey anyway. And his cover story to avoid suspicion and rumors spreading of his secret quest is that he's heading east to, and he's selling the house of Bag End and going to Crickhollow. So that's the official story. So that's why people are reacting to that as we progress the story here. Let's see, let's pick up some mushrooms that for some reason give a bit of a piggish sound when you pick them up. Who are you?
Hello, Frodo.
Hello, Angelica.
We shall miss you terribly, Frodo.
Indeed.
You're going ever such a long way away, practically to the other end of the world.
Just the other end of the Shire.
It's so far to travel. I hope you can return to Hobbiton one day.
So do I.
Goodbye, Frodo.
Goodbye, Angelica.
That's a bit of a
Will I see another springtime festival around
ominous
this Maypole?
prediction from Angelica there. Practically to the other end of the world. Because at this time Frodo didn't really know how long his journey would be. So here's Lobelia Sackville Baggins. Let's have a chat with her.
Hello, Lobelia.
Where's the sheriff? Where's that lazy Robin Smallborough?
I couldn't say. Now about Bag End.
Never you mind all that. There are wolves in the Shire.
I'm sure the sheriff is keeping everyone safe.
How could he? I haven't told him about the wolves yet. Go away, Frodo. I need the sheriff.
Just ring the warning bell. If he's anywhere in Bywater, he'll come running.
Don't just hang about then. Ring the warning bell.
Alright then, since you ask so nicely. Plonk.
There. I've rung the warning bell.
Now what's going on? I don't hold with reckless bell ringing.
I rang the bell. Lobelia wants you to know there are wolves in the Shire.
Huh, is that all? I've heard that rumor, but I reckon no one's seen these wolves. Not even Lobelia.
Oh.
If any wolves approach the Shire, the Bounders will chase them off. Just as they chase away foxes and such.
I'm glad the Shire's well protected.
Now if that's all, I've got a mug to return to in the Green Dragon.
Hang on, Frodo was standing over here, and the sheriff was standing over by the Green Dragon entrance here. That's a long conversation. Who are you?
Hello, young Baggins. Cheers on your birthday.
Thank you kindly, Daddy Two-Foot.
I haven't seen your wizard friend about lately. I do miss those fireworks.
So do I.
I remember the day when all those dwarves came to call on Mr. Bilbo. Dwarves and a wizard.
Life is quieter now.
I don't know about quieter. You hear such strange stories these days. Long dead Barrow Whites waking near the old forest. Great armies in the east and south. Dwarves and big people fleeing. Elves traveling west and never coming back. Ah, but I'm chattering on. Safe travel to you.
Let's head into the Green Dragon, because I think that's where Merry and Pippin are. Yes.
Hello, Frodo. What took you so long?
Did that sluggard Sam Gamgee forget to tell you that we'd be here?
Never mind, Sam. What brings you two scoundrels all the way to Bywater?
Breakfast, though. We're up to lunch now.
Pull up a chair.
You came all this way just for breakfast?
Can't tell. It's a conspiracy.
Don't tell him. Oh, too late. Our conspiracy is unmasked. May as well tell him everything now.
Since you'll be walking past old Maggot's farm, we thought we'd have a go at his garden again.
3 is company, just like old times. Remember those mushrooms?
I remember his ferocious dogs.
I believe Frodo's afraid. Are you afraid, Pippin?
I'm never afraid, Merry. Those dogs are all bark and no bite.
Old Maggot threatened to show me their bite.
Only because he caught you.
Well, just be careful this time.
Remember the smell of those mushrooms cooking?
I do love mushrooms.
Then it's settled.
We'll meet you at Maggot's farm.
Alright then, so we've set a date with Merry and Pippin of sorts. I believe now we'll have to chat to charming Lobelia Sackville Baggins again. To sell the house.
Well, someone finally came to his senses and rang that bell. Now we'll have safety and order in the Shire.
I do hope so.
Now then, what did you want to speak to me about? Make it snappy, I have a lot of things to tend to.
It's about Bag End. You said you wanted to buy it.
What? But I thought you were lying, you deceitful boy. I believed that when I had the deed in my hand. Did you bring it?
Here's the deed to Bag End.
Oh, I can scarcely believe it. The deed to Bag End?
I shall need to remove a few belongings. I'll leave the Bag End key with Master Gamgee of number 3 Bagshot Row, if you don't mind.
What? Gamgee? That dirty potato grubber and his son might plunder all of Bag End in the dead of night.
Good day, Lobelia.
Yes, yes, a very good day indeed. My sweet little Lothar will be so happy. Bag End at last. Oh, why you consort with that kind, I'll never know, Frodo. Having farmers and dwarves and wizards for company, and never inviting your own flesh and blood to tea. Honestly.
What's wrong with having farmers over for tea? Anyway. Okay, so now we have to go get the one ring. Mushrooms, I believe, restore health, so they're quite useful to pick up. I'm not sure if these sheep look a lot like sheep, but they don't. They sound like sheep vomiting or something. Not sure what that's about. Just giving you a bit of a stroll around Hobbiton here. There are a few like things you can do on the side here, I believe. You know, chatting to people and even doing a quest or two, but they don't really give anything as far as I remember, so let's just stick to the task at hand.
I think it's time for me, and the ring, to leave Hobbiton and begin this journey.
It's a pretty cool sound effect once we picked up the ring. Alright, let's save first, because I know this game has a tendency to crash quite a lot. Yes, alright, let's see. So now it's night time, and we're supposed to leave off the key at, well, essentially Sam's father. So let us go do that. Where does he live again? I think he lives over here.
All in black.
No, Mr. Baggins has gone away. Left this morning.
Why did Baggins go?
Why's none of my business, or yours.
Where did Baggins go?
Well, that's no secret. He's walking to Buckleberry or some such place.
The Black Rider looks like some kind of desert traveler, but dressed in black.
Yes, quite a ways down the East Road. Never been so far myself. They're a strange lot in Buckland.
Can you send a message?
No, I can't give no message. Now, good night to you.
Evening, Master Gamgee.
Good evening to you, Frodo. A peculiar rider came asking after you.
I don't wish to make his acquaintance.
Nor me. Sent shivers up my back just to hear his hollow voice.
Where's Sam?
He was waiting for you. But that dreaded Pippin Took came to collect him. Said they would meet you at Maggot's farm. Something about a shortcut.
What are they up to?
They didn't say. But Pippin seemed quite pleased with himself. And Sam was none too happy about it. He'd better not be up to mischief.
Well, here's the bag end key for Lobelia. I guess I'll meet Sam at Maggot's farm. Good evening, Master Gamgee.
Alright. So, this is quite a tricky part of the game, actually, where you have to avoid the Black Riders, and it's kind of hard to do, actually. I know a lot of people back in the day didn't make it past this part, so let's be extra careful. Basically, there's about 2 or 3, I think there's one rider patrolling around, and then there's one rider here by the bridge. And what you do then is, basically you gotta throw rocks to kind of distract them, or get their attention, I should say. Come on. There we go. That's not still quite enough for me to feel safe. Come on. Go. There we go. Or I prefer if he turned around a bit more. Is that enough? Let's try. No. Oh, come on. I guess we'll have to load it up again. I'll do some editing here. Okay, so we made it past the Black Rider. I think... yeah, now we're headed to Maggot's farm to meet with Sam, Merry and Pippin.
A wolf! I'm done for!
Hold on, Robin.
Frodo, look out!
Oh yeah, we gotta hit this wolf. Ooh. Leave the sheriff be, or something. Ah, there we go.
Ah, Frodo, I am in your debt. If you hadn't come along, I'd be a midnight morsel for that beast.
I'm glad you're all right, Robin.
We've not seen wolves for 100 years.
So I hear.
Oh, it's an ill omen. What could it mean?
That I'd better get going.
What? Oh, right you are, Frodo. And I should get back on patrol.
Yes, but tell the other sheriffs to watch for more dangers in the Shire.
Yes, of course. I'm still shaking from that beast, you know.
I have to go, Robin.
Fair enough. Now, well, it's night time, so there's not many people out. I think we're supposed to be headed here. There's like 3 stages of Hobbiton, I think, here, so... or this might be Bywater, actually. Yeah, never mind. Run, run, run. Oh yeah, this is another annoying part. I think the difficulty for this game was surprisingly hard for the start. I know a lot of people never made it past the Black Riders, and I know a lot of people didn't really make it past here. The trick here basically is just don't stay and fight, because the wolves are just too many. As you can see, there's like 4 or 5 wolves, and it was one thing when they were attacking the sheriff instead of you, but you know, you can't handle the hits from all those wolves, really, so... So now we're at Green Hill Country. And I believe there's another Black Rider here somewhere. I remember this game.
Another Dark Rider. I must stay hidden.
Indeed, and I think this log is a pretty... Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, come on. Get that rock out of here. No! There we go. I essentially used the same tactic as I did before, but somehow it just worked this time. It was a bit tricky because he could somehow... well, I guess that log isn't the best of protection anyway. And all of a sudden here is Maggot's farm. That was quick. Well, where is Merry and Pippin? Oh.
Frodo! There he is, the old sluggard.
What kept you, cousin? Stop by the Green Dragon on your way out?
Never mind why, but I can't stay. I have to leave right now for Crickhollow.
You mean Rivendell, and we're coming with you.
You thought you were so clever, but our conspiracy outsmarted you.
I'm not sure if they know what the word conspiracy means.
So we're going
oh well.
to protect you.
But how did you know?
How could we not know? With you muttering, "Will I ever see that valley again?"
You really have Snappville Bagginses to thank. I was practicing sneaking up on Bilbo one day when he heard Lotho calling after him. Bilbo put on the ring and vanished. We kept our eyes open after that. We spied on you and Gandalf.
How? Well, through our chief conspirator. Until he got caught.
And Gandalf did say, take those as you can trust.
It seems I can't trust anyone.
You can trust us to stick with you to the bitter end.
We've kept your secret better than you did.
But you can't trust us to let you face danger alone.
Even though we're horribly afraid, we're coming with you. Or following after like hounds.
Dogs!
No, Sam. Hounds.
Maggot's dogs! They're coming!
Grip! Fang! Wolf! Come on, lads!
And old Maggot, too, by the sound of it.
So much for stealing some mushrooms before we go.
What's all this chatter at this hour of the night? Speak up!
Good evening, Mr. Maggot.
Well, if it isn't Peregrine Took. You're lucky I know you. I was about to set my dogs loose. The most outlandish fellow rode through here, asking strange questions. Here, who's that with you, Pippin?
You remember Meriadoc Brandybuck. Allow me to introduce Samwise Gamgee and...
Frodo Baggins.
Good to see you again, sir.
Baggins. Now, isn't that strangest of all? What do you think that stranger was asking about? He came riding up on a black horse in black cloak and hood, and he asked for Baggins.
Oh, that would be a different Baggins.
I told him all the Bagginses are in Hobbiton. He says Baggins is heading east on foot. And now Frodo Baggins shows up on my farm. The same Frodo Baggins who was one of the worst young rascals around, I might add.
Frodo's much better behaved these days.
Where are you headed?
To my new home in Crick Hollow.
I can see you're in trouble, Frodo. You should never have gotten mixed up with those strange Hobbiton folk. I wager that outlander has come for the gold Bilbo brought back from foreign parts.
Well, I think it's time we were going.
No, he'll be waiting. You ride out in my wagon, hidden from sight.
Thank you, sir. It's a pity I've been in terror of your dogs. I've missed a good friend.
Indeed. Shall we go now? I'll ready the wagon.
Farmer Maggot's wagon carried us safely away from his farm and into the borders of Buckland. But the Black Rider was still thundering along the East Road. We decided to go south and cut through the Old Forest. Merry had been in the Old Forest and knew a little of its ways. It's a dark, mysterious place, but not as dangerous as a Black Rider.
Alright folks, well we made it past the
Merry, Pippin, Sam,
the Black Riders, and now we are in the Old Forest.
You're over here!
And lost by the looks of it. These trees have a mind of their own.
Stay where you are. I'll find you.
I'll see you the next time as we head into the Old Forest.